Good morning, men. Just want to make sure that you all are keeping Overfill's family in prayer as they lost somebody close to them yesterday. Just be praying for comfort and family, primarily. So, thank you for that. And today's leadership lesson. So today it's all about how in Acts they attracted and sent leaders. And there's certain things that as leaders you need to be looking for in others, but it's also things that you need to be working on yourself as a leader. So the ABCs of leadership, according to Maxwell, that is biblically based, is A is to attract leaders. So good leaders attract other leaders. The B is believe in them. So it's you attract leaders and then you believe that they are capable of being a leader. So that's the B. The C is chosen. You choose those leaders. So leaders need to be chosen out of a group based off of the attributes that are presented. And then the D is to develop them, which is part of what this whole series is all about. And so some of the characteristics that were shown in Acts 6 and throughout the New Testament, when the apostles were equipping men to go out, is when you choose a man, he's got to be known for his sphere of influence. It's easy to find somebody that you like and that you feel agrees with everything that you say and then put them in as a leader. But if they don't have a sphere of influence, if they haven't been out on their own 2 feet, it's going to be a lot harder to maintain that leadership. You also have to have a person who is willing to serve on a team. Being a leader isn't just telling people what to do. You have to be able to work in a team environment. You have to be able to have give and take. You have to have somebody who's trusted by the people that they're in charge of to lead. So, you see a lot of organizations that have men who you would think would be solid leaders, but they never spent the time to build trust among the followers, among the people they're put in place to lead. So there has to be a level of trust. They have to be empowered to lead. So that empowerment is more than just a human empowerment. Like we could say, I'm placing so-and-so in place to lead this group. Like that's empowerment. But what he's talking about in this part is the Holy Spirit has to be involved in this. Like if we want Christian leadership, then the Holy Spirit will be involved and will empower that leader and will make it clear that they should be in the position that they're in. They have to be competent and intelligent. People struggle to follow leadership that they feel is incompetent or doesn't know what they're doing. There has to be a level of wisdom there. And you see that throughout Proverbs. Proverbs is the book of wisdom. You see it throughout Kings and in the story of Solomon, where he's the master. He was considered the wisest of all time, and that got him a long way in his leadership of the people. And then finally, they have to be responsible. Nobody wants to follow an irresponsible leader. So sometimes I hear the question of, what does that mean? What do you mean be responsible? Like, define that. The best way that I can define it is you give credit to successes to your followers, and you take responsibility for failures on yourself. Probably the hardest thing to do in leadership. But if something fails, you take responsibility for that failure as the leader. If there's a big success, you give the credit to the people who made that success happen. So, there you go. That's the ABC's leadership, according to Maxwell. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. It's Friday. I know there's some of y'all going out and doing some funeral business. Don't forget, we got clubhouses to hit. I'll tell you, I had an excellent conversation yesterday, with a 1%er who just really appreciates the men that we have in our state. And that appreciation was built by showing up on Friday nights to clubhouses and just hanging out. Even if you don't get to do a whole lot of talking or whatever, just being there shows a lot of respect to them. So if you can find a way to get to a clubhouse tonight, you should be trying to do that a couple of times a month to the Dom clubhouses in the state. Love y'all.